I forgot about that whole deal.
Welcome to the experiment to stop wasting our own inbound leads.
Experiment to stop things. I love it.
We just finished up week 3 of the experiment. And just a reminder, we report on the data through week 3, not week 3 by itself, because the numbers are small enough where we should look at the biggest possible data set. And the other part to it is that we're not changing anything from week to week. We're doing the same sales activity for the entire experiment, not changing week to week. So the weekly numbers are not as important as the total numbers through the experiment. For the benchmark data first, so these were the 100 leads that came in before we started the experiment. So we had 100 contacts or leads. 15 of them were qualified, so 15% of that was qualified. We got in touch with, or what we call here, contacted 5%, so 5 of the 100. We had meetings with 4 people out of the 100. We had 1 proposal that we sent, and then that 1 proposal turned into a customer for a monthly recurring revenue of $3,200. Now looking at through week 3, we have 51 contacts. 15 of those are qualified for 29%. 15 were contacted. Then we've had meetings with 4, which is 8%. Compare that to the benchmark of 4%. We've actually doubled our meeting rate. Proposals, we're still at 0. Therefore, customers are at 0, and monthly recurring revenues at 0. So again, just like week 2, we've really impacted the sales activity numbers and the meetings numbers. We've doubled the amount of meetings. It hasn't kicked down into proposals and customers yet. So we're still underperforming the benchmark there. But we're hoping, and we have a hunch, that that could be just kind of our sales cycle. So maybe we see some of those come through later on that verifies that the activity improvements tie to the bottom line. But we'll see.
Based on our last 2 clients, it's clear that our sales cycle is longer than 30 days or longer than a month, or whatever our 100 leads end up kind of falling into.
Yeah,
I think it's actually going to be shorter than a sales cycle. So for instance, some of the meetings that I'm booking now are actually things that happened earlier. So I've tried to stay real consistent kind of with how I'm doing those videos, because I know that if we change too many variables at once, it kind of throws things off. So I'm actually thinking in our next round of experimenting, I'd like to kind of do some things around making sure I get better open rates if I can. Maybe having some other form of way they can, I don't know, communicate back, or like do an advance, as they call it in spin selling, which is like you move forward in a process. It's a pretty big ask to go from you downloaded our white paper checklist to, hey, you want to talk to me? I think the week that we're talking about here, there was an interesting one where the person basically emailed and said, I don't think that we're really ready for you guys yet. So that particular person booked a call with me. It was actually a great call. Who knows how that kind of stuff turns out in the long run.
And that's really probably a lot of the people where we contacted 5 out of the 15 qualified in the benchmark. Now we're contacting all those people. So a lot of the difference is probably people that downloaded offers, not actually did something bottom of the funnel, right? So there is a longer cycle, more nurturing, potentially less opportunity too there.
Yeah, could be. One other thing I noticed, which is kind of like my evaluation of the lead before I do the video, we obviously get a lot of our competition downloading our stuff, especially our bottom of funnel offers like our Necta points, because a lot of agencies are trying to figure out how to do point value, and our sample proposal. Those are 2 really common ones. And so that's a tough one, because those are bottom of funnel signals, should be, and I will say that our last couple of clients who became clients did download those things. So, I mean, they're good indicators, right? Because they're definitely trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Personally, I have noticed a difference in like how I approach what we're doing, which is kind of cool. Because before, there was mental energy and like trying to figure out who I should contact. And because I didn't have like a steady process for it, it was definitely hit or miss.
Good. Great.
Yeah, no, I think it's good and great. A man of few words. That's what you are, Henry.
At the bottom of this blog post, you'll see an option to subscribe, and we'll send you week 4's update and week 5 when it comes out, and then a summary when we're done with all 100 leads. So go ahead and put your name and email address in there, and we'll keep you updated weekly on our progress to stop wasting inbound leads.
We're getting better at stopping wasting.
Exactly.